everyone just line up one screen.
The little kids have this thing where they go right here.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
A lot more lighter is good.
Oh,
Is it
that's-
cooler? All right, so welcome everyone. Some of you are here just for your regular class, the rest of you are gonna be staying for our seminar. We have a really special guest. We're honored that Jesse Bongfeldt, did you call you Sensei? Sensei Jesse Bongfeldt from Kenora is here to provide an amazing seminar. You might remember him from the expo if you were there. He has a background in a whole bunch of martial arts, black belt in jiu-jitsu, black belt in Ishinryu karate, which we study. What did you get up to in judo? When you started in judo as a kid? Started in judo, which gave him a super good background, and he has fought in the UFC. He had 2 fights and a whole bunch of other professional fights and other venues. So let's welcome Sensei Jesse to our class. I'd also like to welcome Curtis. Is it Sensei Curtis? He's going to be uke and assistant today for Sensei Jesse, so thanks Curtis for being here. Let's welcome him here to our dojo. And we'll bow in. Okay. Great.
Well, guys, thanks for having me here. Kind of got the lowdown on who I am, what I do. Today, I want to keep it real simple, and I say that relatively speaking. What we're doing is we're working one combination today. We're going to do it in a number of pieces, and as we go through this combination, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're doing tactically in this combination. There's going to be a number of offensive principles that you might recognize, defensive principles, counter-attacking tactics. So all of these things that we'll go through as we progress in this combination. Okay. So a number of you were at my seminar last month. We're going to continue one of those ideas, the scissor combinations that we look at. We're going to take one of them, we're going to bring it forward into this combination, and we're going to apply things like level changing in our combinations, lateral movement, distance changing, direct attacks, indirect attacks. We're going to talk a lot about some things that you guys probably do already, and we're just going to try to string a few things together. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Okay, let's spread out in a big circle. I'm just going to warm you up gently. We're going to do a little dynamic stretch series. We'll start off with our hands on our hips. We'll do our hip circles and loosen up nice and easy. We are going to get to work fairly quick. I would like to do about 4 3-minute rounds. Good, other direction. On the pads. So we're going to work on some pad holding techniques as well. Good, other direction. Good. Switch it up. Good, guys. Let's go side to side. Good. Other direction. Bottom and top. Nice and easy. Okay, let's twist it out. Alternating toe touch. And let's go hip opener. Left leg like you're stepping over a chair. Nice high stepping. And let's switch to the other side. Chest opener, please. Few familiar faces from the expo. It's nice to see you guys. That's cool. Good. Okay, this one's a little tricky. Our diagonal, left leg, right hand are gonna move forward and backward together. Nice fluid sequence. Your other arm can help stabilize you. Loosen up those hips. Forward together, backward together. Forward together, backward together. Good. Let's go to the other side. Right leg, left hand. Backward together, forward together. Warm up your nervous system, get your balance firing. Okay, alternating arm swing. Good guys, let's go back to our balance. Left ankle circle. Right ankle circle. Back up to the top. Ring the towel, your head goes towards the palm up side. Good stuff, and we're back down. We're gonna flex our left plantar, engage those tendons, come up to the top of the foot, work your balance, bottom of the foot again, top of the foot, and switch, right foot, bottom, engage, top, bottom, and top. Good guys, head up and down. And loosen up the wrists. Good. And looking the left and right. Loosen up that hand. Excellent. Okay. Right off the bat, we're going to partner up. You don't have to yet. I'll steal Curdy here 1 sec. We're doing a 4-move progression. This is just to start drawing out our opponent's defense. This first piece is a direct attack. We land a strike. Our opponent catches on to what we're doing, so they're going to give a predictable reaction. When they react the way they do, the second time we throw our attack, we're going to go around their defense. They're catching on to what we're doing again, so the third time we go, we're going to change our attack. Okay? So the way this one works, nice easy sequence, but this applies to more than just the one limb that I'm going to attack. You can do this 3 other ways, to the left arm, to the right arm, to the right leg. We're just going to pick one and we're going to work on it with our partner. So Curdy's in his fighting stance. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to land the right round kick on his lead leg. He knows what I'm doing now. I let him see potentially. I might even do this on purpose. I'm going to throw my right round kick. Curdy's going to check my kick. Next one. Now that I know he's going to check the kick, I'm going to draw his defense up high and off to the side. My goal here now is to go under his kick and touch his supporting leg. So as I go to throw my kick, I let him see, and I'm going to go under and kick the supporting leg. If you do that hard enough, we'll be doing that as a sweep later. Okay, we're not going to drill that as a sweep. And now we're going to change it up one last time. And this is the piece that we're going to take over into our combination when we start hitting pads. And on this piece, the 4th piece, I'm making my round kick, and I'm putting my leg out to the right. This is sort of the reverse of the question mark kick. So this is angular into a straight line attack. So what we're doing is we're taking an attack and playing with the idea of straights leading to angulars and angulars leading to straights. It's an excellent way of countering your opponent's defense, and it's a principle that you can use everywhere. So here's the main example that we're using today. Now when Curdy checks this leg, I throw my right rounder to the outside, change the angle, and bring it back into a straight line. So from the beginning, number 1, we kick the leg. Number 2, he checks. Number 3, we go under. And number 4, we go around. So the idea here is to really get that right leg coming out on that angle. Really let him see it. If your fake is so fast that your opponent doesn't even have time to see it, there's no point in doing it. So there's a strength and a weakness to speed. This would be an example of a weakness of speed. If you're going so fast that you're not giving your opponent time to take the bait. So go slow enough that they have time to take the bait. You want them to see it. Draw out their defense, change your angle from outside to inside, and switch around kick to a front kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. One last time. 1, we land. 2, he checks. 3, we go under. 4, we go around. Make sense? All right, go ahead, guys. I need the partner. Yes. Guys, let's look at this. We have an excellent question. There are many striking surfaces of the foot, and for those of you that came to the seminar at the expo, we talked about the different weapons. The question was, what constitutes a combination? Okay? And with just a single tool, there are many different striking surfaces, as you guys know. Okay? In this case, the kick that we're going to throw has variations. You throw it how you like. The way I'm doing it, I'm using my shin up here against the quad. And there's different parts of my shin. I use the inside of my shin. You could use the front of your shin. You can roll it right over and use the outside of your shin. Okay? You play with what works for you. Okay? Individualize this a little bit. Have fun with it. Go ahead.
We're just changes now, so I can hit here better than
The main one, if I really want to blast something, especially if I'm going to get that support, you guys get to do it from the shin or am I going to
yeah, I think so. That's all I need. Normally you go straight into it.
Yep. You betcha. Yes, let's use that, Susan. I'm going to do 4 3-minute rounds.
First one, block, second one, second
Good work. Good work. Nicely done. Let's quickly talk about one thing, okay? In the combination that we're going to do when we get to the pads, we are going to specifically use our right leg. So let's do our best for today to, and I'll tell you now, when I fight southpaw. I'm a southpaw fighter. I fight in a right lead, generally speaking. It tends to match up better against my opponents, and I have a better chance of catching them off guard. But sometimes my southpaw stance doesn't quite work as well as I'd like it to against certain opponents in specific angles. So I'll try sometimes to stand in my left lead, and I'll see how those angles match up. And usually one or the other works really well. But more often than not, I'm fighting with my right foot forward. But 90% of people in combat sports have their power hand at the back. So in this case for today, we're gonna stand with our left foot forward as much as possible, and we're gonna do this progression with our right rear leg. Why the rear leg? More powerful, right? Your big kick is usually at the back, just like your big punch is usually at the back. That's not to say that you can't put people to sleep with your lead side tools, because you can, okay? But for now, we're gonna stand with our left foot forward, kick with that big right leg, okay? Let's do this one 2 or 3 more times, and then we'll get moving. Make sure both people get a chance, okay? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Are we happy? Do you want another moment? Good? You guys get the idea? Okay. The first main idea we're playing with here is the idea of drawing out our opponent's defense, testing how they react, and then countering their defense. So there's a number of primary tactical principles in fighting. One of them is direct attack, just firing a shot off, no setup. Okay. Another one is indirect attack, which is what we're doing. I'm drawing out the defense in an angular fashion to get him to think about coming off to the side. We're opening up the straight line of attack, and then we're changing and going around his defense. Okay, so we're countering his defense. Indirect attack and counter defense are very similar. They overlap a lot. So that's the main idea that we're working with. Indirect attack or counter defense. Okay, that's how we're gonna look at this. So you guys got the first piece. After we land this right front kick here now, we're gonna add one thing in, and we're gonna drill this before we get to the pads. Our right hand is ready, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this right leg that's kicking, and we're gonna bring it back behind us. We're gonna hop on our supporting leg, and we're gonna fire out our punch. Those of you who are at the seminar, what scissor is that? Does anybody remember? Scissor 4, okay? Scissor 1 starts with my left side. Scissor 2 starts with my right. Scissor 3 starts with my left. And scissor 4, the one we're doing, starts with my right. And in this case, we're faking, landing, and then firing our right hand out. Okay? So what are we adding? The same side hand as the right front kicking leg. When I land my right front kick, I'm gonna kick my leg back and land my right cross. Okay? Try that. So, if you're at home and you're practicing and you want to think about this later, Curdy, I'll steal your shoulder. You're gonna hold onto a wall. One leg's gonna go forward. That same side hand is gonna go back. And when we reverse that idea, my leg goes back and my hand goes forward. And generally speaking, I'm gonna hop on my supporting leg to loosen up my hips to make the transition smoother between the front side and the back side. That's called a scissor. That's one of the ideas that we're working with in this combination. Okay? Let's try that. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
you get power like the swing.
Good.
Never done it. Well, that's it, yeah. So you're almost like throwing it back again. Yeah.
I'm not sure what one is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until you so many combos.
The distance is it's further. Yeah. Well, they keep you hard out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I can go here. I can actually come to your face.
Beautiful. 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 Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was supposed to like.
Here is a detail. Here is a detail. It is often a good idea while throwing any strike to move your head offline. Although that comes with some dangerous points too. For example, if my left hand isn't up and I'm moving my head off to the right, I might run into something. Okay? But when we're kicking, generally speaking, our legs are longer than our opponent's arms. So when Curdy lifts his leg up and I go under this leg to kick, it's not a bad idea to take my head from being up the center to being offline into my rear left corner. So it does two things. It gets me lower in my base, it widens my base of support, it allows me more range with my kick because I have a counterbalance with my head moving back. Okay, and probably more power because my center of gravity has dropped. I'm more grounded. So when I go around and under on number 3 here, let's put our head back and to the left, offline. Get a little lower on your supporting leg, the leg that you're standing on when you kick. Okay, let's try that just a couple more. We're almost there. And then we'll put pads on. Nice, guys. That looks good.
I was too busy thinking about the third one. I was thinking about the last one.
Right.
Beautiful. Yes, that's better. That looks better already. Everybody's doing great. Keep it up.
Yeah.
So the kid with the 2 kicks, I almost throw this down in front of me. Maybe I'm going around. I can make a little fairly simple.
So I'm well trained.
Nice work. Well done. Okay. Let's stop there. Let's take this idea and let's bring it forward into the pads, and then we're going to add a number of other things. Okay, we're going to work on some lateral movement, some different footwork, and we're gonna hit things. Okay, so how many people do we have? 1, 2, or partners? Partners. Okay. Okay, you agree? I think we should be okay. Good. All right. So I'm gonna need one partner to get their boxing gloves, and the other partner to come over and see us and get a belly pad and a set of thigh pads, okay? Thank you. Come on over.
I almost grabbed my box.
Yeah, I just have to put it. It's fine, I got it. Yeah, I just have these.
Boxing gloves?
Yeah,
Yeah, these like
Got an extra pair?
I think so, yeah.
There's a pair on the back.
I was gonna, so there's a pair lying on the, there's a pair lying.
That was mine when I was here.
I've got a pair of, I've got a pair lying on the keeping it real. A pair in the basement. I used to have a pair of. Yeah, more in this.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Oh, excellent. Yes, okay. Maybe we should be.
Sensei, John, I have two.
I might need headgear to go.
We're all hot orders.
I have one with the first pair.
I do have a set in that bag that I will grab in 1 sec.
No, and I think we can give one of the.
Okay, there's a belly pad. And I have one more belly pad yes, a set of thigh pads.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here's an, we have another one.
perfect. There we go, Jackie. Perfect.
You wanna give those to the kids? You can.
Take two.
These ones are perfect. There you go. I'll take them.
Yeah. Or, I mean, you can make this work.
Just can't let go.
Are you both holders?
Dude, that used to be true. My test destroyed. One punch and my test destroyed me.
These aren't the greatest. I'm all in February. It was one of those storage things, discovered some those jams, pushing,
Got it?
Are you gonna give us any good content today, like whatever?
Okay, so for this first piece, this will be a 3-minute round. Each person is gonna do 4 3-minute rounds, okay? First piece is gonna connect directly off of what we already did. You guys saw the progression on how to set something like this up. We're gonna skip that part. We're just gonna go to the last part. So I'm throwing my right round kick, drawing out my opponent's left defense with their check. You have a belly pad, we're gonna follow the round kick up with the front kick. From there, I'm gonna land that right cross that I landed. And then we're gonna add 1 punch, the left hook. So we're gonna go right round to right front, right cross to left hook. Make sure that you're in a left lead on that last piece, because this right hook is gonna come in after and we're gonna go under it. Okay, that right overhand or right hook. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll notice that on 3, Our trailing leg comes up. It lands very close to my left leg, which leaves me enough space to step forward with my left foot to the outside left corner. Okay, the front left corner. You get a little bit of power out of that. Okay. Now it's not uncommon that if we throw that punch too big, if that right overhand is going to come in, we're going to end up going under it after. Okay. Right round, right front, right cross, left hook. Right round, right front, right cross, left hook. Okay? Try that out. Go ahead. That's the first piece. Got it? Good. I'll start the timer in 1 second. You'll notice that in this case, when somebody's in a left knee fighting stance, there is a root position for pad holding, which has a few primary punches hiding in it. The right straight and the left hook are applicable. You can go left hook, right straight, or right straight, left hook. But this is a position that you're going to run into all the time when pad holding. Rear pad is straight forward, pointing at me, and the lead pad is pointing in. Okay? So this is the one that we're going to run into today. Okay? Keep that in mind. I'll start the timer soon. We'll do 3 minutes.
I'm not getting mad, I just found it. Yeah, try again. I'm gonna do this. It's like you really have to
3 minutes. Keep working.
down though.
Nice.
That's nice. Oh, I didn't do this one.
If I stop holding my breath, I might
Guys, pad holders, make certain that you're giving them the reaction that they're looking for. This is the cue. This is what we're training neurologically. When somebody picks their leg up and I'm halfway through, I can decide to go around that defense. Okay? So I'm going around and I'm landing the front kick, landing the cross. When you land that cross, rear foot comes up, lead hook steps up. Okay? Maintain a left lead stance. Go ahead. Good, that's it. Very nice. Look at that. Detail. Beautiful. Very nice. Good. Now one.
Got it. It's like,
pull back all the time. So when you go some of that.
Good, let's rest. Let's look at the next piece. One more detail for the pad holders. If I'm the pad holder and I'm checking a kick, when this right round kick comes at me, do I want my knee and femur pointing at him, or do I want it pointing at the kick? Any ideas? At the kick. We want that angle. So when that right round kick comes in, I'm going to come off to the side. Okay, one more time for that kick. Okay. Don't point your knee at him. This structure isn't very strong, and if he was actually to kick me, he would blow right through this and off balance and fling. We want that perpendicular angle to his shin. Okay? Alright, so we got our next piece. We're going to go right round. He's reacting the way we want. We turn it into our front kick. We land our cross, our left hook. Now, here he's going to go hook. Right rear hook. All we're doing is weaving. The combination that we're working on is hook, cross, hook, hook. Okay? So the new piece, round 2, all we're going to do is weave and hook cross. Because the third round things get a little tricky. So we weave underneath. We go hook, cross. Okay? I'll quickly show you the next piece. We're going to D'Amato shift where I step up into right lead. I'm going to do a floating pendulum here. I'm going to land my hook. And then I'm going to kick his lead leg, making him step. And then we're going to face kick. That's the whole thing. The piece we're working on here. When the right hook comes in, we're weaving underneath. And we're going hook, cross. Okay? Notice again, pad holders in the root position. Left pad in, right pad forward. All together, fighting stance, right round to right front. Right cross, left hook. That's the everything we've done so far. Now the new piece. We weave under, we go left hook, right cross. Got it? Go ahead.
Wow.
We're adding only, so you're doing the whole thing, and you're adding the new piece to the end of the whole thing that we've done so far. Okay? Kick, kick, punch, punch, weave, punch, punch.
Sorry.
Nice. Weave, hook cross.
Sorry.
So, that's weave. That's my left pad. Left pad will be weighted, she goes under. There it is. Nice. Good, hands up. Now use your less of a ball and more of a lead. So in super slow motion, when this punch comes in,
Because this
Yeah, I
would
was just bending down.
if I'm at least rolling with it fast, I can absorb and take some of the sting.
So I was looking
But
down.
that's not what I want. But that initial
see if I can actually do
move,
it.
as I go to my right, it's going to initiate a circle in this clockwise direction. I'm going to go under the safe part of his arm. His elbow is forearm pitch. That part, right? So when I weave under, I'm going to let him come under that part, pop back up. That left pad will be waiting, left hook, right cross. Yes, it's a circle, and it's also got a forward and a backward trajectory. Forward and down.
yes, I did it. It's cross.
Upward and back.
I did it backwards.
Yes, exactly.
Bigger than
Keep going, keep going. And let's take a quick chat. Talk about two things. Okay. During the combination, when this right hook comes in, there's an initial move where if this punch hits me in the head, there is a little bit of absorption move where I can take some of the sting off, even if it hits me, right? So if this pad is coming in to my right, my head is also gonna go right. You see that little bit of an absorption? That's gonna initiate your weave. And then from there, we're gonna continue the idea of coming around, forward, and under. And you'll notice that I actually get quite close, because if we want from here, we'll come out under after. But right now, what we're doing is we're following a path where our head goes in, down, and close. Okay, makes sense? Now, as it passes under his arm, we have the reverse idea. We're coming up and back and away. So it's a 45-degree circle. You see that? With the initiation of a small absorption. You see that? And then we can come back in. So make sure you're doing that. And then, what does every combination consist of when you're done? When you're done firing a combination, what do?
Get out.
Okay?
Get out.
Get out. Step out. Move around. Be light on your feet. Change your guard. Try to show some different looks. And then go back into your combination. Put a little bit of movement between your combinations. Okay? It'll give you a breath of fresh air too. A chance to relax. A chance to recoup and get the blood back in your arms. Okay? Go ahead. Keep going.
Sensei,
Yes.
one question.
Yes.
So when you said you get close to your partner, if you said you're going close, where are you putting your left foot?
That's an excellent question. There's a small outside step to the left, especially if we wanted to flank them. In this case, we're not. So when this right hook comes in, I do a small dropping outside step to my left. So one more time, that hook comes in, we're up, now we come into our hook cross. Okay, excellent, thank you. There are a number of options there, but that's the preferred one. Nicely done. Very good. Very good. Ooh. Step out of range when you're done, please. Let's go 48 more seconds, please. Keep going. We're almost there. Done. 25 seconds.
That's my bad. Balls.
An aspect of combinations is changing lines of attack. Outside lines of attack, inside lines of attack. Changing levels, high, medium, and low. Changing ranges, long range, medium range, close range. Okay, so we're gonna try to touch on most of those in a combination like this while keeping it relatively straightforward. We don't wanna do too much, okay? So we've weaved under this hook. We go hook cross. Now from here, I'm gonna step to my right and we're gonna actually do a lead change. There's a moment here where doing a lead change allows us to take a larger lateral angle on our opponent's position just for a second until they square back up to us. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a D'Amato shift, it's called, where I'm stepping up into right lead as I land my left punch. That's the easy part. Okay? So we've weaved out, we've popped up, we've thrown our hook, we've thrown our cross, now we have this new piece. I don't know if he's gonna throw this left or not. There's an option here for him. So when we do something like a D'Amato shift, I'm gonna pretend, or at least expect, that they're gonna throw that left hook. He's not. He's not. But what I am gonna do is as I level change here, you see, almost as if I was weaving, I'm gonna level change here, step under, and go in across the mid height with my head. And I'm gonna land that left hook to the body. Now, we're gonna do a pendulum stepping angle change here. I've just landed my third of the 4 punches that I wanna land. I'm in a right lead, I've got a lateral angle off to his left, the outside of his lead hand. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna throw my left again, but right now my left hand is not loaded to have any form of power. So if I take my left foot and I replace my right foot with it, this is called a pendulum step. But it's not just a pendulum step, we're also changing angles. So right now I'm facing Kira, right? And I'm gonna end up facing Curdy in a second. So when we pendulum step, look at this, I've angle changed. In a way, it's sort of a 180 where my toes are pointing, let's say, north. And now when I switch, now my toe, other foot is facing south. But notice where my left hand is. It's ready to fire that final punch. Okay, so on round 3 here, we're going to continue from where we were. Let's circle this way so we have a different perspective. The right hook comes over my head. I weave, I go hook, I go cross. This hook isn't coming in, but I don't want to take my head along that path just in case. I level change under. My right rear foot steps to the right. Now I'm in a right lead for a split second here. Now, I need to put my weight onto my right leg, replace this leg by turning 180, and now this left hand is ready to go again. You see that? Now I can throw that left hand. Okay, watch you guys. From the hook. One more time. Last one. Okay, that's round 3. We got one last piece at the end. Okay, with a new tactic. Go ahead. I hope so. I like those. I like Superman.
Yeah, so I'm almost thinking about it, almost like reloading here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you don't turn your upper body, this is it. Then it would be the right, exactly. Yeah.
So it's here.
Yes, and then basically I'll be like this. Yeah. So he's bringing his left foot back here. Here, because I think the next step is called right kick. Let's try that. So here, yeah, switching. Yeah,
Yeah, it does make more sense.
Question for that last.
you're kind of like bringing it back, but like bring it up.
More of like a shuffle.
Yeah, or almost like you're just like, yeah.
Step out here.
Almost there. Good work, that looks good.
Yeah. Just like a little faster.
Close, let me help. Okay, 4 punches after we weave. So this right hook comes over my head. I weave, I go hook, angle that pad for me. Yeah, meet me, square, yeah. Hook, cross. Now here, this third punch. This left foot does not work. That's an angle. This right foot is going to step up here. My left isn't going to fletch. See that? Everybody tends to try to take this right foot. Land that shot. Now we can move it. And all a pendulum step is this. You see this? This is the pendulum.
Slide step.
Yes. So I pendulum 180, and now I'm in position to land that fourth punch. Good. Nice. So on 3, do not move your left foot. When I'm weaving hook, my left foot is anchored. It's standing there so that I can have some drive for punch 4. Yes. Good. Let's see it again. Go weave underneath. Hook. Cross. Now, that's when you land your punch, and it's the hand before foot principle. I want to land my punch a split second before my foot lands, so there's actually some power in my weight's not going into the floor. So when I land my punch, it's a microsecond before my foot lands.
Oh, thank you for it.
Yes. Yes. And then we'll pendulum. Final piece. We're going to attack our opponent's balance, our opponent's position. We're going to make them fall in a direction where we want them to fall. So, we've gone weave, we've gone hook, we've gone cross. Those are the first 2 of the 4 punches that we're throwing on this second combination. On punch 3, this weaving, it's not, we're not weaving, but this is the Dojo shift. What is a Dojo shift? It's a lead changing angular movement where I'm flanking off to the side. This left foot isn't moving. We've talked about this with a few of you. My left foot stays, okay? I step off to the right, and at the same time, my punch lands, my foot lands. Almost actually a microsecond. The hand before foot principle. If I want to apply weight to the target, I don't put my foot on the floor first and then land my punch. Although we can, there are ways to get, there's tons of ways to get power. But a nice simple one is the hand before foot principle. My left foot doesn't move on punch 3, I step up and I land my punch. The pendulum step. Okay, we're 180 here. I throw punch 4. Now the new piece. What I want to do is I want to kick. We've got a lateral angle, we've got a good rear side kick to the leg here. His knee is pointing off to my left. It's going to be relatively easy for me to make him step up. Try not to fold your partner's toes. Like when you're drilling this, it's nice to let them know what you're doing. So I'm going to right round kick his leg. He's going to step forward. He's going to fall forward. His face becomes exposed. So when we kick his leg, his face is exposed, and we're going to land that final kick to the head. Okay? Make him step. Land the left round from the lateral angle. Okay, so from the weave, we weave under, we go hook, cross, Dojo shift, pendulum, hook. Now look at where my right leg is. Big kick, big kick. Final piece. Questions? Last piece is fairly straightforward.
Can you just do the footwork again on that?
I can.
The kick combination?
Yes. From the beginning, we go right round, right front, right cross, left hook. There's our first 4 strikes. Now we'll do the next 4 strikes. We weave under, we go hook, cross, hook, hook. Hook, cross, hook. Okay, is this the part?
No, it's just the kick part. Keep going.
Got it.
This part.
Hook. I take a small outside step to get my momentum moving. Now I do an opening step. You can see that if I put my foot down here, I'm too close. So what's an opening step? It's where I make room with my supporting leg to actually land and have my supporting leg underneath me when I land the kick. Does that make sense? Yes. Outside step to initiate momentum. Put some weight into that kick. Opening step to make space so that your supporting leg is under your hip. Okay? Last one. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You did it. You did one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
They just hit your feet when you do the
Yes.
step.
Yes. So you'll see that sometimes they start quite a ways over. Let's say my supporting leg is here. I might need to do an extra pendulum. See that just to get around on that. Or I can keep my right foot over here where it initially was. I'm going to do the wrist square up against the foot.
Sorry, just thinking about that one.
Well done, guys. We're going to go about 2 more minutes and then we're going to switch. We're going to switch with our training partner right away. Nice. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Amazing. Good. That's it. Try to follow her with those pads and make sure that you're. Yeah. Here. Let's go with that. That is good. You got my belly pad. It's all cheaper. I love my cheeseburger. Nice. Good. That was good. Oh. Nice, yes. Beautiful. Good. Now on that last kick, let's glue those pads together and find her shin angle. You're doing 2 things here. You're being really nice, and you're supposed to, in the sense that here with my stance, I've let her flank. See, she's off to my side. That's great. That's the feel that I'm trying to give her. But on the kick, I also want to give her a smooth striking surface to get her final kick on. So follow that last kick, give her a good angle, and let her kick that last kick nice. So about 30 more seconds, okay? Nice. Yes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Good. Very nice. Good. Where do I want my head? Nice work, everyone. Let's go. 30 more seconds. Finish up. Okay, are we happy? Let's switch with our training partner and let's start back at the beginning with our first 4-strike combination. Yeah, go ahead, hydrate.
So I brought those for you just because those are
Yeah.
Good job, everyone. David? Yeah, good. Chin away.
Hello.
Hello.
This is quite tricky.
We had
You need help?
Yes, please.
all the levels.
Thank you.
Do you want me to
No, it's okay.
get a straw?
It's been good contact, but I was a little slow.
I screwed up the old ones when I bullshit. Nobody needs to know that. Yeah. But it was fun. It was good. It's the escape from the escape. Not that I need it to escape. We got this good. We're good. Defensive aspect. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about, now that you've switched roles, you were the striker for the most part. We had some defensive, offensive, defensive, offensive transitions. Okay? It's another form of it was a combination. When you're a pad holder, you're on the defensive end for the most part, and most of your offense is actually missing. Okay? But one thing that's going to happen here between both of us is that we have a lot of mutual ground, a lot of neutral positioning. When you're doing pad work, you're learning neutral positioning. He's checking kicks, he's catching punches, okay, and vice versa. I'm defending. We're working a lot of neutrality, and it's an important idea here that if you're ever fighting someone who's potentially better than you, remember that you don't have to win. One of the things that you can just do is just neutralize what they're doing. Stay in neutral positions and you can survive. Whether it's the clock or whether it's getting to the door or whether it's getting away and out. Okay, just neutralize what they're doing. You're learning a lot of neutral positioning when you're holding pads. Keep that in mind. Very good defensive positioning. You're learning how to adjust distances, trap punches coming at you, perceive different timings from different training partners. Okay? Keep that in mind. Alright, fighting stance. First 4 strikes, right round, right front. And we're scissoring into our cross. Right round, right front. We're scissoring into our cross. Make sure that you're committing your balance to the center and that if you miss that pad, you're not falling forward. Okay? We're not doing that. We're sinking our way down over our supporting leg on that third punch. And when I miss, I should have balance, even if I miss. Okay? Don't overcommit your weight. So I land that punch. I bring up my trailing leg and my guard. I'm in a short, narrow, shallow stance. We outside step for our hook. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sense? Go ahead, try it out. Round 1 of 4.
Yeah, I got the best there.
Good. That's all I need. One reminder, please. We are training reactions. A lot of our reactions are based off of what we see, right? And that also includes what our opponent sees. We need them to see some of our attacks. Make sure that you're getting that reaction. That's what we're training so that when we need it, it's in our arsenal, in our repertoire of moves. Get them to react. Don't do it so fast that they don't have time to react. They don't have time. Okay? There's no point in even doing that first move. That's not economic. Okay? Plus, we want to expand our attacking arsenal, which includes fake attacks. You need more fakes to draw out their defense. Make sure they see that. Okay, go ahead. Bad holders, you're reacting.
I know that.
Step out and step to the right. Then you say step a little further back. Look at that. Little kick. Then step up.
On the final punch, after you've thrown your cross, make sure that your right hand is up. Okay? You have thrown a cross. The left hook counter is right there, so make sure your right hand is up while you're throwing your left hook, because they can also be throwing theirs. Right hand up after you cross. Go ahead. Keep going.
I just feel so good.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Then again. Step out.
First step. Okay, let's call that round 1. We have an important distinction here on this third punch in the fact that the range of this punch is different than most, which means that the supporting leg that I'm standing on, or my fighting measure, the distance with which I stand from my opponent, has to be slightly different. So if I right round kick and I right front kick, this is kicking range. Normally my punches won't reach from here. But in this case, because I have an outrigger, my right leg going back behind me, I'm able to extend my right cross much further than it would normally be. Which means that this supporting leg can't be too close or I've smothered my punch, you see? So when we land this punch, this foot is in a kicking range. Normally a punch across won't land, it won't reach. But with the outrigger, we have an extra 8 to 10 inches. So we are essentially in kicking range. But now after I land that, my trailing leg comes up and I have to step forward into an even closer range because I'm landing with a bent arm and I'm stepping forward. So keep that in mind that on those first 3 strikes, specifically the third punch, my supporting leg is a little further than it would normally be if I'm punching. Okay, let's add the weave. Let's go under. We'll only add 2 of the 4 punches. We weave under. Again, we have an absorbing movement, outside step, hook, and cross. Okay, one more time. The new piece, after we've landed this, this, and this, he's gonna throw that overhand. We go under. We hook, we cross. Sense? For round two, let's add just that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
Or we already did it.
Nice work. Good. Beautiful. Good.
Look, big Peter now. Position for that.
Some raffle.
That's gonna mess your brain out more.
I felt the brush.
You just get the tack until the first kick is always the big
Nice work. That looks good. Everybody's doing good. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Pressure fight, right? I often look at combinations like this as the only time, although I'll take breaths. If I'm sparring with somebody, we're not sparring pump fighters. When I crack,
Well, and this, yeah, and that one, I'm like,
a
trying
lot
to pull
of the
against my
time
arm.
my goal is to not interrupt my own combination if I have that moment. One of the things I need to go too often is, oh, he interrupted my movement.
I know, I just love it. Like,
It's a tactic.
it gets easier when you're like moving around to real. Yeah. But for the first one, you're kind of like,
I like that thing.
Not against everybody. Sometimes I'm just gonna take a hot
like you should
shot.
probably do
Finish up this round, okay? Good stuff. We'll come into round 3 here in a second. We talked about 2 things here in this round while I walked around. One of them is the opening step for the pad holders. When this right cross, Curdy's the striker on the pad holder for a second. That right cross comes in, I'm catching. I can't catch like this physically. This hurts my arm. I can't touch my shoulder. My elbow doesn't bend like that. Right? This one. So if you this and push that in, it's uncomfortable for me. So one of the things that I do to dissipate that pressure as a pad holder is I put my arm into a much more ergonomic position by taking an opening step. We talked about the opening step here for the final kick on the last round. That's an opening step. When this left hook, right cross comes in, notice I can take my opening step. What does that do to my elbow? It puts it into a much better, safer, stronger position. Okay, my left hand would be up, but we're illustrating this. The other thing about this position defensively is that if we take pad holding and we apply it to what we're doing in a fight, when I'm in a left lead stance and I take my rear hand and I start framing it forward, I'm essentially in a right lead stance with my upper body. This is a rear framing arm position. Okay? I'll fight with this. I'll show different looks. Sometimes I'll fire this position in. And this framing arm, this obstruction that's sitting on their line of attack is very hard to get through sometimes. So Curdy's throwing some punches at me, and my footwork is really keeping me safe. But my framing arm is in place until I need it, and it's much faster. Not only that, but when I present my right arm forward, it loads my left. You see how this left is ready to go. So the right's weaker, but it's in play, and it puts my left into a stronger position. Make sense? The reason we're talking about this is because some people are catching the cross right here without moving their feet. What's my number one defense in all fighting? Which comes from footwork. Do I even need to do this if my feet are in the right position? No. Number one, footwork. Number two, frames. Number three, we'll start to shell and block. Okay, as far as primary lines of defense. Keep that in mind. So, anyways, on the hook cross, Curdy throws a hook. Try to give yourself a little opening step. And the other thing that's going to do is it's going to give your striker a really good feel when they land their cross because it's not smothered. You're allowing your striker to be on the end of the punch. Does that make sense? Okay? So that's catching the cross. The other thing, when we're throwing a hook, if the left pad is here and my foot is directly under it and I'm throwing a hook here, how much power do I have? You can still get power, and there's lots of ways to get power. Okay? Put it this way. If I take my left foot and I make a triangle and I move my left foot about 2 feet in front of that pad, I have more power here, correct? I have a line to drive in. I have a wedge position. There's one more thing we can do to add power here. See my left hip? I can close my hip. Now I'm hitting with my hips and my legs. Does that make sense? So when we're throwing our hooks, try to pivot just a little bit to get that left hip to close into your punch the same way you would on a kick. Right? I could throw a kick, or I could close my hip on my kick. You're going to do the same thing with your punches. Keep that in mind. All right. So now, we weave the hook. We go hook and we go cross. Here's the motto shift. This left hook could come in, so it's not. We're going to weaving hook and I step up to my right lead on that front right corner. Now I do a pendulum step, 180. My left hand is ready to fire. We fire that hook. One more time. Weave under. Hook, cross, motto shift. Put all your weight. So here's the important thing that we missed from last time, and I had to walk around for a few of these. When we do punch three, my left foot does not move. That's my drive leg. Don't bring that foot up. Leave it there. Only my right foot is stepping. Make sense? Leave the left leg where it is. Only the right is stepping. Now I'll pendulum through for punch four, and I'll land in a loaded position, and I'll throw that hook. Okay? Go ahead. Round three.
Go for one.
Keep sliding out.
Pardon? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's weird, but it works.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my god.
Good. Take your time, don't be too close. Okay, now on. We're gonna follow here and give a hand before.
And then that fancy.
That's it.
So
Because he's
when I step
so he
on my
did it.
third time, I will land before my foot.
Like this.
Yeah.
This is very
Second hand.
Yeah, it's like,
Pendulum is, my right foot is facing that way. When I land my left foot where my right foot is, my left foot's actually gonna face that way. And not on the floor. Pendulum step to the floor.
Okay, try that.
Questions on round 3?
Yeah, so you, this foot stays.
yeah. You're already like,
There you go. It's like all these different
Yeah, when you go to push my stuff forward, oh, my belly button.
30 seconds. Yes, that was it. You look frustrated.
Oh, just try to put it all together.
It is a lot, yes. It is.
And then just try not to like go down too much where you're just like.
I mean, also, if you got beside me, punch me like that.
Awesome. Go slow now. Speed team. We'll add speed later. You got a lot of new things to do, little details. So things to do. Go slow. Take your time. Take your time. Okay. Let's rest. We'll call that the end of round 3. We have one more round. Okay. Let's do it today. Go slow. Okay. Slow this down. We can add speed. If you go slow enough that you can correct your own mistakes, you're probably doing things correct. If you go so fast that you're blowing through and creating bad angles and bad habits, we're not going to do it correctly. Okay? Go slow, take advantage of this last 3 minutes, take your time. Okay? We'll add speed later. Go ahead, final round.
That's why I said.
That was this one.
Yeah.
I mean, both flip might be nice in one tap.
Yeah, no,
You might have to take it.
so when I get here, boom, I'm putting the foot here. I need to do. Because I need that momentum.
You know, I just go from like here, 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 here. I have to come over
On that side of that,
like I'm not running right, I know I'm not.
so you're starting to do your leg far forward. Like, you're here, you'll never get a kick underneath. You almost have to be a little bit. Well, let's go through the combo and stop the kicks and see where we end up. I think we're too close for you.
35 seconds.
Into it. You might be able to go straight up. Your hips forward is kind of.
Okay, are we happy? Let's look at taking the time tonight and just kind of think about a few of these angle changes, a few of the labels that I gave. Okay, you guys take that home with you and have a look at that. Okay, so Susan asked me a good question. She asked me how some of this can apply to an art like karate. Okay, and I know there are a number of different karate styles here. Okay, but hidden in our bunkai and our kata are a number of grappling movements, are a number of level changing concepts, a number of tactical positioning concepts, tactical application of fighting moves like attack and counter attack. The one that we focused on most of the day was counter defense. You'll also notice there was some counter attack. Okay, you know what, guys? We didn't do the last piece where we kicked the leg and kicked the face, right? No. It's been 2 minutes. Let's finish up. Are we good? Do we have another class going in? No. Okay. Finish up. Okay. Leg kick, head kick. Okay, just as a reminder, pad holders, please take the step that they're trying to get you to take. When you kick that leg, take the step. Create the opening, almost as if you're falling forward for your partner.
Yeah, so when
Make it look like it's supposed to look, okay?
go forward.
Forearm last Sunday.
Okay, try.
Seconds.
Nice and slow.
8 seconds. And time. Well done, everyone. Good job. Thank you. Thank you very much. Take our pictures and put the pads away.
Do you want pads on?
Yeah, let's do one with pads and then we'll put them away and do one without.
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent. Good, guys.
My eyes on so you can see you building that.
Better with pads. Is that going to help?
I got you on the wrong way though.
Are you good or?
Better than doing that.
Okay. Okay, so let's warm up over here. Okay, move in. Okay, you guys kneel. Okay, thank you. You want one without here?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay, one without here.
Yeah, that's okay. I got some clips all good, guys. Let's just throw them down in front of the bag, please, and I'll button them together. Thank you very much.
If you have anything to say, get back into the spot. Okay, same. That's it, that's all. Okay. Something from the seminar, go. Everyone, you got it, look at, here's getting us started. Okay? See someone beside you or in front of you, or it could be a choke, it could be anything, ready? Let's go. Got it? We can help with all in here, thank you.
That's all. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, I think she wants help with the other here. Yeah.
I just make those noises that are happening.
Good thing you stretched before. So my guess is
Sensei.
If you go home and the daughter will put the Sydney.
Sensei Susan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, change.
Oh, because you woke her up too early.
Thanks, Jared.
Oh yeah, and then I leave till April. That's my deal. Taking the kids in the bush for 57 days. And I'm gonna be you know, I'll just shield to Mexico.
No choice.
It's very for some people like too much because they'll never find someone that wants to do that.
Sorry, I was chatting about that.
Okay, I think it takes one like a pastor.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the psychopath.
Somebody's gotta do it.
Yeah. I'll take those kids. Take
I'll go anywhere.
And the funny thing is the parents are just like, okay, that's fine. No. Take away their cameras and phones. There's no proof. Yeah. None of them. What's that? Yeah, exactly, right? Okay.
Winnipeg next weekend? I'm looking forward to that.
I'm going to Mongolia at the end of this month. For how long? 5 weeks?
How to see French.
I'm meeting my buddy from Australia for like 9 days.
As odd as it is,